Good morning. Please stand everyone for the opening prayer. Miss Lorraine, please lead the prayer. Okay, class, please be seated. Class secretary, please check the attendance. Attention everyone. Who can recall our topic yesterday? Yes, Mr. Lucero. Very good. So last time, we discussed about simple, compound, and complex sentences. So who can give a brief insight of what they've learned? Yes, Miss Chloe. Thank you so much, Miss Chloe. I'm glad that all of you really understood the lesson very well, and it is reflected in your activity, which I checked last night. So let's offer everyone a round of applause for a job well done yesterday. So for today, our next topic will be very interesting. But before we start, I want you to group yourselves into two groups. To be fair, let's just do head count. So all group 1 in the left and group 2 in the right. So each group must have one representative. The representative will get a piece of paper in the jar located in the table. You'll have to prepare your acting skills since the mechanics of this game is to act what you read and let them guess what is it. So each representative will pick a paper alternately, and the groups that will guess the most will win. Okay class, good luck and let's start. Okay everyone, please go back to your seats. I am really happy that you enjoyed the game. What have you noticed on the activity that we did? Yes, Miss Gibone. Very good. We are using idioms. Any other opinion? Yes, Miss Chloe. Thank you. Very good. So we are using phrases containing words that if combined will have a different meaning from the literal one. What do you think is its connection to our next activity or our next lesson? Well, I guess everyone is curious about our next topic. So, our next discussion will be about figures of speech. So, the objectives of this discussion is for you to identify the different figures of speech, distinguish the figurative aspect of the language, and perform a role play using the different styles of figurative languages. Okay, so today we will discuss about the different figures of speech. So, what is figures of speech? Do you have any idea? Okay, in case you forgot or you just hear the word for the first time, here it is. So, figures of speech, it is a deviation from the ordinary use of words in order to increase their effectiveness. Meaning to say, it is different from the common usage or the real meaning of the word. So basically, figurative languages are created for language to be emphasized, embellished, and classified in both written and oral form. Because sometimes, class, we have phrases or words in which we cannot understand until it is broken down to something we can familiarize. Agree? Yes. So for example, there's a word or phrase in a book that says, her dog is tall. By that, we just know that her dog is tall, but we are not sure to what extent. Unlike when we use figurative language and turning the sentence into, her dog is as tall as the chair. See the difference? Or her dog is as tall as the bamboos. Our imagination will bring us to a more advanced level of thinking using our creativity in interpreting, relating, and expressing different ideas through the use of figures of speech. So, let me ask you, why are figures of speech important? Any idea? Clement. Good point. Another. Why is figures of speech important? Tamara. Yes, very good. So, figures of speech are important because it enhances the beauty of the writing. That's the first factor. It enhances the beauty of the writing. So when we write, class, we don't limit ourselves to the words we know. For our writing to become formal and creative, we use figurative language. Why? Because it transforms ordinary descriptions into evocative events and enhance the emotional significance of the passage. So, there are some readers, Manggod class, where it is easy for them to understand a writing, especially when symbolism is a scene is present, or more fully recognize a literary theme if figurative language is present. So next importance is that it makes the sentence deeper and leaves the reader with a sense of wonder. So figurative language brings the reader deeper into the theme of the work without the author having to explicitly lay out the theme for the reader. Okay? Next, it brings life to the words used by the writer. Why? Because it deviates from the literal meaning of the words in order to produce more interesting writing. It evokes comparison, heightens emphasis, and clarifies a new way of stating an idea or description. Fourth, it shows the writer's intent and purpose in using such language. And lastly, it adds flavor to the writing and makes it so much more enjoyable for the reader. Again and again, when writers use figurative language, it enables them to express a clearer picture with their words, creating more impact with their writing. See, figures of speech is like a magic where readers find the wonder just by reading. Okay, going back to our discussion, here are the four major types of figures of speech. First is simile, metaphor, personification, and hyperbole. So, simile. Simile is when two things which are completely unlike are compared with each other. It uses words such as like, so, and as. For example, the flower is as pretty as the picture. In this manner, we use as the comparing word. Next one, he eats like a pig. So what comparing instrument we use? Very good. We use like. So anyone who can give an example? Rixie. Very good. Next is metaphor. It is when you compare two unlike or different things or ideas in which words like as and like are avoided. Unlike when simile, we use like and as, but in metaphor, we avoid them. Just like saying, laughter is like a music. Simile or metaphor? Very good, because yes, we use the word like. So it is a simile. What if we do it like this? Laughter is the music of the soul. It is a metaphor. Understood? Okay, so third one is personification. So, personification is when non-living things, abstract ideas, or qualities are mentioned as humans or living things. For example, angry clouds surrounded the island. In the sense is that clouds are characterized as angry, while in fact, clouds are supposed to be feelingless. So, in this statement, what do you think is happening? Very good. Just like that, we can sense already what is going through. Another, Earth was thirsty for water. In this sense, Earth was given life by being thirsty. What do you think is the meaning of the sentence? Okay, good point. Next is hyperbole. It is when you use words to exaggerate what you mean or emphasize a point. So basically, we use hyperbole to make something bigger or more important than it actually is. For example, it has been ages since I have had a proper meal. So by using the word ages, we can justify that the person didn't have a proper meal for a long time. Understood? Next example. I could do this forever. By this, what do you think is the situation? Okay, very good. That's right. So, it is really fun writing and reading a text using figurative language. Again, what are the four major types of figurative language? Very good. Okay, what is the one who uses like and as? Do we need to use those in comparing two similar and unlike objects in metaphor? Very good. So, what do you call the one who puts life to an object? Impressive. How about the one that exaggerates? Very good. All of you class are quite fast learners for understanding our topic really well and fast. So again, there are four major types of figures of speech: the simile, metaphor, personification, and hyperbole. So simile is used when you compare two similar objects using words like, and as. Metaphor is when you compare two unlike or similar objects but without like and as. Personification is when you put life into describing a thing like a human. And lastly, hyperbole. It is when you exaggerate in expressing your words. Alright? So, to measure your understanding about the concepts we discussed today, we will be having a short quiz. But before that, I'll give ahead your assessment, but to be performed tomorrow. I want you to choose a partner. Decide on a situation and compose a short script. Listen, everyone. Okay, I want you to listen. I want you to choose a partner, decide on a situation, and compose a short script in which you incorporate the four primary forms of figures of speech in each lines. Okay? Pass the script to me by tomorrow. And before we start our next topic, each of the groups will perform it. It should be a 3-minute role play only, okay? Understood? So please take note of the criteria I'll be posting in the projector. So we'll start the short quiz. Please get one and pass. I will give you 15 minutes to answer. Okay, class, ball pens up. Ball pens up. Exchange your papers. Okay, pass your papers to the front. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Are all papers in? Please stand up. Miss Lucero, please lead the prayer. Okay, see you tomorrow, class. Before I forgot, please study in advance the 3 topics we have discussed before, because this coming Friday, I will give you a summative assessment. Bye, class. God bless. Thank you.